Welcome to the 50 cal studio here at Center Target Firearm and Indoor Range. I'm Brett. This is Bobby. And Bobby, we got
Guys.
Bryan Robertson for
Oh
Hawk
yeah,
Creek
Brian
Armory.
Rob- Hawk Creek Armory now
Hey
Hawk Creek
guys.
Blade
Hey
Co.
folks.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Blade Co.
very, very soon to be Hawk Creek Blade Company.
And, I have one of the CT-15s that you guys did. And I love it. And how did you go about going from guns to knives?
For us, Brett, it was really just a matter of necessity.
Yeah.
We postured up hard to build production guns, and during the pandemic, the supply crunch basically crippled our ability to manufacture firearms. So it was either fold up shop or roll with the punches, and we shifted gears and thought we would try our hand at making blades, and we severely underestimated the knife market.
Yeah. And I know Bobby has some of your stuff, and he's big on it.
Oh yeah, I
And it's
mean, well,
great.
and going back to Hawk Creek Armory, I shot for and still shoot for, even though it may be now Blade Co. Still shoot for Hawk Creek Armory. Shoot the Alpha One PCC 9 millimeter. That's set world record. So I mean, you're talking about a company here. I know transition now to blades, but talk about the accolades and the accomplishments that was made from a gun company. I mean, the Alpha One PCC has got world records. We shot these in a lot of competition,
Yeah.
a lot of weapons that you've enhanced and done those things too. But as you said, switching over to blades, now we've got some what I personally feel like we've got them here. We'll talk about, but you've got this e-vac, which we'll probably talk about first, which I think is a groundbreaking tool. I know some of our friends over in Israel have it, and they are as excited about it as I was about that Alpha One PCC when it first come
Right.
down the pike. So can you address talk to them a little bit about the e-vac and what it is and the concept behind it and all that? That's this little
So,
jewel right here.
so the evac, this was our second knife design. The Scout was our first one, and we didn't fall on our face with our first design. So
Sure.
we were like, okay, let's have some fun, and let's develop a fighting knife, something just a little bit different. So we took the best understanding that we had of combatives and body mechanics and saw a gap there, which was a retention factor. We needed a knife that was easy to hold on to, and we needed a knife that was engineered to fit the natural body mechanics and ergonomics of human function to expedite the training process. So that's why this knife is built on a 90-degree angle, sharp on the bottom, not on the top. Uh, it works naturally with all the body's natural movements and any combatives training that you already have. It could be boxing, it could be jujitsu, old style karate, whatever you already know. It works fluently with that blade. And also for law enforcement and military use, we wanted to design something that worked in concert with their primary weapon
Sure.
system.
Sure.
A handgun. So I can hold this or set this up on support side, and I can go to at any time my primary weapon system and use it in concert without having to stow the blade. So that's also a big benefit.
And you've got the orange blade here. It's a trainer, correct? So
Correct.
if somebody made this purchase, what comes with this? And I know we're talking about it as opposed to purchasing, but what comes with the package is you get the live blade,
Right.
the Kydex sheath,
Hmm.
the clip, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit. Plus, they get the trainer,
Right.
correct?
Right. Right. I mean, training with the live blades out.
Now this hurts bad enough
Yeah,
because I've been on the receiving end of that a couple
you
times.
you got to be pretty careful training with the trainer. I mean, and that just validates the effectiveness of the blade itself. Uh, yeah, and we've had the opportunities to demonstrate that training to local law enforcement,
Sure.
security groups, things of that nature. And our goal with the evac, in the grand scheme of things, eventually, we feel like every special operations unit out there, should be equipped with an evac. It should be part of their standard kit.
And we talked about this clip here, and we actually tried this or put it in behind my magazine pouch on my duty belt,
Right.
and it worked without the Kydex holster. But the Kydex holster, especially if you're wearing a tack or you're wearing a vest or some type of a rig, will attach there. But this clip is my wife has one of these, and she wears this with leggings and nothing, just a clip on those. And I mean, she runs and does all that stuff, but she's got this with her. So that little clip there, tell them about a little bit about the clip. And
So the UltiClip, that company's been around a while, and that's the only thing that we don't manufacture in house. We purchased that from UltiClip, but it's made of steel, so it's sturdy.
Yeah.
But this thing has so much retention on it, you guys. I don't know if the microphone can pick this up, but that's the amount of spring retention that you've got on that clip. So
ball shorts.
It's
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
solid, especially if you've got a belt on, pair of jeans belt, pair of slacks and a belt. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And this is something that, non-law enforcement, just a guy like me
Oh,
out
yeah.
doing something. And, I recommend, I was always told, my grandfather, you always need a knife in your pocket. And this would be the perfect tool to have with you doing about anything. Like, you said your wife runs with one. And
Ball shorts. I mean, you can
Yeah.
put it on with ball shorts. Now you need a time, have a string in them tied up. It's light as a feather either way, but still, if you put that on some ball shorts and tied the string, you'd be
So
good to go.
From a civilian standpoint, the way that we look at it, if you carry a firearm on your person to protect your person, what do you carry to protect your firearm? What other means of protection do you have in case somebody is trying to actively take your firearm away from you? And we feel like this is a very good answer to that.
and the whole design with it. I made it more difficult than what it seemed, getting it in and out. And then once the guys here show me, the best way, it's like, it's so simple. The whole design is, I mean, it's a great design, but getting it in and out is just so simple.
Well, like Brian said, once you index and put your index finger here, and you don't wherever it's at on your person, whether you get it with your strong hand or your weak hand, once you get it here, now if you had training, and Brian, you've got specific training classes just for this
Right.
this e-vac as well. But regardless, I mean, if you know how to strike, if you know how to
Yes.
jab, and you've got it in this hand, if you just defend, the way that blade is, it's going to do damage to whomever is attacking you. Now, it's not sharp on top here, correct?
Correct.
And that has a purpose as well.
Right. So if I'm in a situation to where I want to use it in concert with a handgun or a rifle, if it was sharp on top and I go to marry my hands together in that grip, well, then I run a chance on damaging my strong hand or my other hand. But where it's sharp on the bottom, I mean, I can reload. I can do really any of the operations I need to do, and not worry about damaging my strong hand.
And I know our friends over in Israel, they're really excited about the little notch that's in the back of it. So it's got a little notch it's cut, and that has a purpose as well.
It does. I mean, so if I'm striking, that's what the tip is for.
Sure.
For puncture wounds. But this knife is designed to cut in downward motion, so it cuts from the back to the front. So what that notch allows the blade to do is pull skin and clothing tight, especially if I've got zero room to move, from a wrist grab or something like that. I can manipulate to here and make sure that I get a very deep laceration. So it allows you to engage with a lot of torque.
Yeah. The whole design of it, I mean, from from the handle, if you have trouble, like sometimes holding different things, this is a perfect thing. Put finger in there, you got a good grip on it. I know some people may have some problems with their hands, whether it be some arthritis or whatever the case may be, but you designed this from tip to top just great because it serves the purpose.
Now, I know that we were talking the other day, and you're going to be our Hawk Creek Armory, or Hawk Creek Blade Company, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hawk Creek
we're-
Blade Company, force of habit, is going to have a knife or knives in Blade magazine upcoming. Is that
So it is the e-vac. I got to meet with Kim Breed, who's a custom knife maker, also the field editor, one of the field editors for Blade magazine, and he's doing a write-up right now on the e-vac. So it will, to some extent, be in Blade magazine. I don't know if it'll be a blurb or a full page, but to some extent, less than a year in the business, having a Blade in the biggest knife publication in the world, I feel like, we're blessed and we're on the right track.
And it's great for a local company. You guys are here in London. local guys, and that's a big deal. That's a great thing you guys are doing. And how satisfying is it? Or what's more satisfying, guns or the blades? Because you all do a lot of designing with these things.
Right, and I mean, we love manufacturing firearms, especially bolt action rifles, because it does something to your mind when you build a rifle that shoots consistently, with a ridiculous amount of accuracy
Sure.
and consistency. But at the end of the day, you're building bolt action rifles, and there's a million guys doing it. Not that there's a million guys not making blades,
Yeah.
but this starts as a drawing on a piece of paper. It never existed before that, and you turn it into something tangible that you can use. So I think it's unanimous that we all enjoy manufacturing blades more than we enjoyed. We get more satisfaction out of blades manufacturing
Sure.
than gun manufacturing.
And you've got the e-vac, of course, but Bobby, a lot more to choose from.
Yeah, the e-vac's not the one that started all this, correct?
No, it was
It's a
was
Scout.
Yeah, we
See,
we
I
wanted
didn't
to-
know that.
Scout.
That's great.
We wanted to make a statement with our first blade design, and
I absolutely love this Scout. It's absolutely beautiful. You can feel, you can tell, and we got 3 different variants
Sure.
here. We've got a black one, we've got a Coyote, and FDE,
OD.
OD, FDE. Depends on the I guess the exact hue, but comes with a sweet little sheath here, and it's got some buckles on it to either wear it vertical or horizontal. Is that correct?
Well, the Scout carry is designed to be worn horizontal, and it can be worn in the front and back on the side. But this is a pretty popular carry design right now. Reason being, there are so many guys out there who have that whiskey barrel physique,
Oh yeah.
and this
This guy.
this really allows those guys to wear a knife this size comfortably, and
And even if you're skinny, I mean, even if you were a
Yeah.
skinny guy, if you wear it straight up and down, it's gonna
right.
print.
I mean,
it's
you
gonna
know, these
print a lot.
these sheets will accept the same clip that's on the e-vac.
So
so
you
if you
could
want-
wear it
Oh,
either
wow.
way.
Yeah, if
But
you
if you
wanted
did,
to.
it's gonna print a little more.
But yeah, I mean, it's we love the design, and we didn't realize how many people would also love it when we started manufacturing it. I think we made 20 of these knives our very first run, and every one was sold before we had them finished. And it's still it's been in production almost a year now, and still a good selling knife for us.
You
Good
guys
deal.
make everything on it too. I mean, you make the handles.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
whole 9
everything
yards.
is done right here in London, Kentucky.
All right. And you got different the variant or the difference in variants. That's a color,
Right,
correct? So
right.
the
You
Scout
get-
is
Yeah, you've got a black, a coyote, and an OD green.
right. And then we got 2 more over here.
Right. So the next design that we had, we wanted to do a neck knife, and we created the Little Savage. So it's primarily designed for everyday carry, everyday use, but we also thought about the hunters.
Sure.
So it's jimped here, and it's got jimping way up on the blade for good control for the guys that want to cape out small game, and had a lot of guys last deer season that sent us back pics that went through the whole deer with these little
Oh, wow.
knives and loved it. Said it performed great for them. So everything that we make too right now is American A2 tool steel that we heat and cryo treat and then put a Cerakote finish on it. It's a very, very strong steel. It's a hard steel. Not the easiest thing in the world to sharpen, but along with the lifetime warranty, we also offer lifetime resharpening. So if you buy one of these blades, if you live here locally, drop it off to us. If you don't live here locally, you can mail it to us as long as you cover the shipping there and back. We'll put a new edge on it
Good
for you
deal.
free of charge.
This is what I like. I love the fact that you can just hang this around your neck and go
Right.
about your day, and it's you conceal it. You're not even going to know it's there.
Right. It doesn't require you to have pockets. It doesn't
Yeah.
require you to have a belt. If you've got a neck, you can carry that knife.
That's great. That's great. And then of course, you did this one. Then you went to this one.
So finishing up 2021, we had the 3 knife designs. We wanted a 4th knife design by the end of the year. So about early November, we said, hey, the Little Savage is doing really well for us. So let's do a skeletonized version of it.
Sure.
And So it's the same cutting ability and same strength as Little Savage. It just doesn't have the micarta scales on it. It's got a skeletonized full tang, and
Light as a feather.
1.5 ounces.
Wow.
That's what that little dude weighs, and these have done exceedingly well for us. They're probably on the verge of outselling the Little Savage, and that's the lowest price point knife that we have, and it comes with the neck sheath as well. So
Yeah.
just a great everyday carry blade.
And you can get it in various colors.
Yeah,
Is
we've
this-
got more
yeah.
colors besides the Tiffany. I think we've got 7 different color variants of the Savage Light. So
Hawk Creek Blade Company has knives in a lot of different states. And there's a lot of different companies in Kentucky I know that carry them. Right here, Center Target, we carry everything you have. But you're right, multiple states all the way out to
right,
Arizona.
as of right now, we're in 5 states: Arizona, Indiana, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky.
I
Yeah.
lost count.
Joe's keeping
Yeah,
count.
Joe, what-
Yeah.
and Israel.
And
In
we
Israel.
Wow,
do
yeah.
have one in Israel.
That's cool.
So,
That's cool. So what's coming up for the new year?
we've talked about a lot of things, and really we're trying to iron out all our production schedules and build inventory for the 4 models that we have. But we get asked a lot, you guys don't make a really big knife yet.
Sure.
So one thing that was proposed when I went down to meet with Kim Breed, he's done collaborations with Double Star. He's done collaborations with Spartan Blades and probably some other guys. But he said, would you guys be interested in doing a production model of my big battle blade? And this is one that Kim built and sent it to me a week ago. He said, I want you guys to play with it, chop stuff with it, tear it up if you want to. But
Oh wow.
this is one of Kim Breed's custom blades. So right now we are in negotiation or beginning negotiations about making a production model of this, the Kim Breed designed big battle blade, and
Yeah.
let you get your hands on that.
I would have thought it would have been heavier. I mean, it's really.
He is as
it's
good as
really
it gets
super.
as a knife maker.
Yeah.
Everything he makes is balanced, and the quality is unreal. And
Also here, a little birdie. This may not be up for public consumption just yet, but I guess we'll cut it out if it's not. But there's a major state police organization that you may be making some custom designs for. Is that correct?
possibly,
Okay,
possibly. I
possibly.
think Ross
Can't
said we
confirm
got-
or
cannot confirm.
That's
nor
okay.
deny,
Gotcha.
But that could be in the works very soon. As far as
I may have seen how you said everything starts on the diagram. I
Sure.
may have seen the diagram. Who knows?
So you go from your paper and to a model and then the final product. That's really neat. I can see how this is more satisfying than the rifle build.
Oh,
build and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, and at the end of the day, like I said, feel like the Lord has really blessed the company and blessed us as individuals and put the right people in our paths to expedite this learning curve that we've been on. I mean, we've got guys that we can call. We're on a first name basis with that are world renowned and more than willing to answer any questions that we have and help us in any way possible.
So,
So-
American made, actually right here in London, Kentucky, lifetime warranty. Get a sticker with it. I like the sticker.
Yeah, I like
He's
the
going to make
sticker.
me a sticker for my truck
you'll
for
sharpen.
sure. And
Right.
you'll sharpen it for it. So if somebody wants one of these, how do they go about getting one?
So very, very soon, Hawk Creek Blade Company will have a website, and it'll be an informative site. So you can go on there and look at all of our makes and models and colors and designs, get all the specs off of that website. And we'll also have a list of everybody that deals with our knives. So we personally do not retail any of our own stuff. We want to take care of our dealers. We're not double dippers.
great.
We'll take care of our retailers, and our retailers will take care of our customer base.
And of course, they can get all the information as of right now on your Facebook page. Check you out on
Yeah,
Facebook.
right
because
now, if you want to know anything about our blades
Yeah.
or what we're doing, we've got a pretty active Facebook page.
you do, and I commend you on that because you can see all the training classes that you offer with law enforcement and so forth, and a lot of information. So I would suggest anybody check out their Facebook page. It's great. I'm sure the Facebook page name will change eventually,
Right.
but it's a Hall Creek Armory on Facebook. Check them out. It's a great page for great information.
And not only do they make a great product and weapons and knives, but this guy is just a good man, and that in and of itself is that makes you want to buy something from him.
Oh, sure,
regardless,
sure.
but it makes a great product in addition. But
Really great product with great designs. I mean, you guys have just hit it out of the ballpark with these. I mean, it's great.
Thanks a lot, guys.
But anyway, thanks for coming in with us, and
Yeah,
we'll have
sure.
to.
Thanks for having
you-
me.
Anything else you have, we're going to bring you back. You know, we're just going to twist your arm, and
Awesome.
I'll send Bobby down there to get you.
That'll
So,
work.
but guys, we appreciate you tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and check us out each week as we post a new one. We'll see you. We'll see you real soon.